Hey there, it's Danita King, your favorite fashion publicist, coming to you today from J.B. Bourne, one of my favorite vintage outposts in New York City, and in my very own neighborhood, Harlem. So come with me as we take a journey, J.B. Bourne Vintage Fashion Style. J.B. Bourne Fashion is bringing the spirit of the Harlem Renaissance back to a neighborhood with an iconic fashion history. Located at 52 West 125th Street, in one of New York's most notable shopping districts, J.B. Bourne is one of the neighborhood's only high-end vintage and consignment boutiques. So Jonathan, tell me a little bit about Bourne Fashion and the concept behind the store.
Well, Bourne is an acronym for borrowed, old, refurbished, and new. And the concept, the idea came, I knew that I wanted to do something in fashion that represented or like felt good for who I was, you know, who I am. And it was always high-end designer and vintage.
With high-end labels such as Christian Dior, Marc Jacobs, and Salvatore Ferragamo, Bourne offers an eclectic mix of men's and women's apparel. The store additionally carries hard-to-find accessories, including handbags, jewelry, and high-end shoes. So why did you choose Harlem as your location? What's so unique about your store that Harlem would be the ideal place for it?
I chose Harlem for my location of choice because Harlem has so much energy. It has so much history to it. I'm originally from Brooklyn. Big ups to Brooklyn, love Brooklyn. But with Harlem, when I visited Harlem 2 years ago, there was something from the morning to the evening of, you know, the fashions of people going to work, because I'm a people watcher, to late in the evening you see them like want to go out to dinner or go to the Apollo, go to Sylvia's, and it just fit. It just felt real comfortable. I don't know if you can understand. It just fit and felt really comfortable. And I love the mix and what they're doing up here.
Influenced by the season's trends, J.B. Bourne carries an array of merchandise that caters to an elite, upscale clientele. Bold prints and Grecian dresses are some of the inspirations for Bourne's Spring 2008 merchandise. Jonathan, tell me about this look here on the mannequin and who your inspiration was, and kind of walk me through it.
Actually with this, in spring, summers, I've got a lot of florals. So I love that print, and especially with the polka dots. And then with the color, like the pink is just popping out of that. I like the neckline, the little girly type sleeves, and especially with the headdress that I decided to put up there, just kind of makes it like real funky and dramatic, and just all the you know, necklaces, the chunky necklaces.
Besides the bold print, it's all about the accessories.
Absolutely.
You know, that's the way to really modernize a vintage look and bring it up to date. Now, what do we have here on this mannequin?
I mean, as people have mentioned before, they'll say like it's a Grecian dress, and maybe the inspiration could have been Donatella Versace, you know, how the color palette just like kind of goes down. But there's one thing, Danita, that I noticed about myself. I usually pick things that I like, and I'm not saying to toot my own horn as if that they're following me, but it always tends that that's what's in, that's what's hot.
Absolutely.
I mean, even before I put this on the mannequins, and I per se look in the magazines, but don't really kind of, just to get, you know, to make other people feel comfortable with what's in.
Exactly.
But I go with what I like.
Exactly.
And it always happens to be that time of what's in and what's hot.
Exactly, and I think that's the perfect thing about vintage, is that it is timeless in a sense. So you
Timeless.
can always
Absolutely.
take something, and depending on the season, you know, you can accessorize it, you can shorten it. I've taken so many of my vintage pieces and altered the length. But essentially, they're pieces that I've had in my wardrobe forever, and that's what I absolutely love. This dress, for example, that I got here at Bourne, is my American Girl in Paris homage, and I love it. I've had it forever, and this season I brought the accessories in with it, and the shoes and the rings, and that's how I wear it up. But maybe last season I do something else. You know, I cinch it with a different belt, and I wear slingbacks, and I carry a clutch. And that's what vintage is about, you know, being able to reinterpret it and rechannel it for every season.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
It's Danita King, your favorite fashion publicist, signing off from J.B. Bourne Fashion here in Harlem, New York. Join me next time for the best, latest, and greatest in fashionable finds.